Welcome, welcome on a warm, sticky night. And I'm here in Alabama, Pennington, Alabama, on a warm, sticky night. Halito, Halito to everyone out there as I decided to come on a late night talk. Won't be here too long, but I just decided to come peek myself in. I want to say peace and blessings to everybody out there. I hope everything is well with you and your family. I hope everything is well with everyone out there because life is too short. We got James in the house. What's up, James? Cool James, the Chief James. Like I said, I'm hearing, as a truck driver, I step here and there, different little towns, different little cities, whatever. As I travel, truck is life. Some of the products that you're able to get are, whether you need toilet paper, whether you need, certain paper items. That's what I do. I travel and I deliver, and it is what it is. So. But I can sit here and tell you that on a warm, sticky night in Alabama, because how appropriate it is to talk about Alabama, being that, so called Black History Month and all the things that happened in segregation, a lot of things that happened to melanated people. So I had to ask myself, as I drive through Selma, Alabama, passes through, the places where they battled for civil, for civil rights and everything. And I think about it, and I have to sit back and I said, as they say, Black History Month, and I like to say Melanated Month, but they say Black History Month, and your oppressor decides when you should have a month. Your oppressor decides when you should have a month to be celebrated. Now, me personally, I think melanated people should celebrate their life every day of their life. I believe every day that you breathe, every day that you breathe, that you should celebrate every bit of your life and celebrate the ancestors that got you here this far. Because celebrating a small part of the month of February, which is one of the shortest months of the year, is very insulting. It's very flattering that they give us a month, but we should be celebrating every year, of courses, every course of the year of the great men and women who have fought, who have died for our people. Now, I want you guys to understand that many who have fought, warriors, aborigine people who have died, indigenous people of melanated complexion, who have died for the rights for us to be even in existence. Yes, we celebrate the regular people that the white oppressor want us to know about. They want us to know about Harriet Tubman. They want us to know about Rosa Parks. And they want us to know about Martin Luther King. But there are so many great Aborigine people that have fought across courses of the years, other than Malcolm X. They have had so many of us that have fought, so many warriors that have fought for these people, for our rights, and that are still fighting for our rights. And it's just, through the name and the integrity, all the stuff that they have done, the bloodshed. And you have to understand that we cannot, it's okay, it's flattering that they give us a small part of February to celebrate a month of melanated people. I just encourage you to celebrate every day of your life for melanated people. We have to honor our ancestors every single day. Teach our children every single day about who we are. Elevate our minds on who we are. You can't talk about Black history without talking about the whole part of melanated history. It's bigger than just the word that is dead. The word black is dead, and we are bigger than the word that is dead. We are very much alive. We are very much spiritual people who are alive, and we are not dead. I want you guys to realize that all the ancestors who have shed and gave their life, that their life are not in vain, that they march for a purpose. Everybody had, all these great warriors had some kind of impact that helps our life today. Some kind of impact that helps our life on a daily basis today. You know, so many of our melanated people, our women who have raised white men and white children, who have raised the families of white men and white women. You know, it's already been an insult that they did not want us to coexist with them, but it's also an insult when they look down on us like they are well ahead of us, that we are beneath them. I want you guys to understand that there was nothing dumb about melanated people. The lies that they told you about reading and writing, the self-understanding of their culture is what we were dumb at. We were not dumb at our culture. We struggled at their culture as they tried to rip the souls out of our heritage. Rip the souls out of our heritage, our languages, our our history has been taken so much and copied and Debbie downed. We have to understand that our people are such a great people that should lift their heads up and realize that we are the founders of this land. We are the founders of the world. Not only are we the founders of this land, we are the founders of the world. Indigenous people, I don't want you to put yourself in a box, because America is bigger than just a country. America is a land base that goes all the way to South America, all the way up to North America. They fail to teach you the true history of melanated people. So they only limit you on the small stories of certain melanated people that they allow us to uplift. But they fail to tell you the truth about the people that were very important to this continent. And that is the aborigine people, the people before time. Our original ancestors is the original month that needs to be praised. Melanated people would not be here. They would not be Rosa Parks. They would not be Harriet Tubman if it ain't for our original ancestors. Black telepath in the house, healing through inspiration in the house. Halito, there's no us without our true ancestors. As we go around and acknowledge that they are celebrating Black history, Black history is just what the word is: black, miserable, and dark. Black, miserable, and dark. That was a dark era. The 50s was not a time for us. The 40s was not a time for us. I want to celebrate our history before the lies of slavery. I want to talk about the history of us before the lies. Before the lies that have been told to us in schools. I want to talk about the history of us, the original man and women of this land. Let's talk about us, the beginning of us. Because it sickens me that all we can dwell on is the beatings. All we got to look forward to is the beatings. And what they said we endured in slavery. Not all melanated people endured slavery. Some of our melanated people owned slaves. I know that's very hard to seek in. It's hard to believe that we enslaved people ourselves. But you get the school telling you that you were the slaves. You were enslaving white devils. You were enslaving them people. As we go around listening to people who want to be a king and a queen, I don't want to knock you guys who want to be of royalty. There's no knocking for Peanut Nola 504. If you feel that you are royalty and you are king and you are queen, salute to you. But also read the history behind the word king and the word queen. These were people who stole other people's stuff. These were people who were renegades. They stole people's stuff. The Queen of England and her renegades went to other lands and stole other people's stuff. Africans, kings, and queens that were renegades stole other people's stuff. If you're going to be something, evaluate the proper manner of which you want to or be. You guys want to be kings and you guys want to be queens, but please understand why you want to be these things. I don't have time tonight to open up the panel. It's just me ranting for a little while. Maybe I'll open up the panel tomorrow. But I just wanted to let you guys to seek what I'm saying on the history that is taught to us. We believe that being a king and being a queen is something of good. It makes you feel like you're royalty. We got our young talking about like King James, and not understanding that these people stole people land. They were renegades. They were pirates. They were stealing people's riches and making it their own. The Queen of England, she was no different, no better than you and I, but she was clearly a thief who got her renegades to make her wealthy. African kings and queens also did so. Shout out to Chief Real Rap. Free my brother, Chief Real Rap. Shout out to that brother right there. And this is what I want people to understand. When you want to be something, do the research behind it. If you're going to call yourself a chief is supposed to be a servant. A chief, a chief is supposed to be a servant. A king, a queen are savages who steal people's riches. So please go behind the definitions and find out what these royal people have done. They went across the world stealing. These are the people who went across the world stealing. Are you a king? Are you a chief? Are you a queen? Are you a chiefess? I want to know these things and understand that we got to stop following our oppressors' ways, the ways of our oppressor. We have to get rid of that. We still seeking justice to this day. We have melanated males who are locked up in prison in modern day slavery. Modern day slavery is the prison cells. They are planning things and they are destroying the backgrounds. We have to learn the justice system. We have to teach our youth about the justice system because we are burying ourselves. As I said many times, that these people are renegades. They are trying to destroy our people. No more terms of Europeans. And that's what we're keep trying to teach you guys. That we have to remove the way we talk. Remove the way that we walk. The way we talk, the way we move, we have to change the way we have done things in the past. The same way I had learned a new term from healing through inspiration, the young fellow was telling me for many times I was saying the word kid. But the young man showed me the definition that I'm going around calling my children a goat. We can learn from each other. There's things that we can learn. Don't ever get too big-headed in life where you can't learn. Don't ever put your mindset to where you feel that you too big-headed to where because I live, I'm older, I can't learn from my fellow man. And that's what happens. We get polluted in not trying to learn. We can always learn from each other. And we have to understand that the prison system is a modern day slavery. They are taking away your rights. They are searching and seizing your property. They are doing dangerous things. And as we talk about this so-called Black History Month, this is why we're talking about it right now. as we're talking about this so-called Black History Month, which I claim as Melanated Month. I want you to understand that we still living Jim Crow. We're still living Jim Crow. Real Chief Real Rap, I'm gonna open up because I see you right here. If you feel like coming on a panel, I will send. Maybe you want to come talk to the people for a second, and I'll open up and let you come on, and if you feel comfortable coming in and sharing with the panel some of the things that you have been through for the last couple of weeks. If you would love to share that, I know that you already shared it with people on Instagram, but if you would love to come on, I would open it up for you. If you would love to come on and maybe healing through inspiration, I think the brother wanted to come on. I have a little time to let you guys come on. I'll be, maybe you want to keep bring awareness to your situation. So I'll send this to your. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna send this to your. Go to your Instagram, and I'll be able to send this. I think I'll send this to your phone. Give me 1 second. All right, Chief Real Rap. I just sent that to your Instagram. That invite went to your Instagram. If you would love to come on for a couple of seconds and let people know what happened to you, you know what I'm saying? You're welcome to come on center stage. Okay, I just sent that to your Instagram. I'm also gonna send. I guess I'll send another one to Healing Inspiration. Give me 1 second. I invite you guys on. Okay, I just sent an invitation to both of you guys. If you guys would love to come on and talk about this, so we'll all right, Chief, try to come back on. I didn't get your mic. If you get a chance, try to get back on. Because I didn't get your mic in. Just give me 2 seconds, and we'll be able to get you back on. I would love to see you come on and say what you want to say. We're gonna try to get Chief Real Rap back on because, like I said, the brother have a lot to say, bring some awareness on what happened to him this weekend. So we're gonna get him on here. Give me 1 second. Naja, I'll try to go to your I'll try to send you something too. Give me 1 second. I don't see you, Chief Real Rap. Give me 1 second. I just gave you the inbox. I'm looking for Chief Real Rap. We're gonna try to get Chief Real Rap on here. I see you on board, Chief, but I don't see you right now. Give me 1 second. Try to come back in. I don't see you right now, Chief Real Rap. We're gonna try to get Chief Real Rap on here. Like I said, that brother been through some stuff he would love to share. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just hold with me. I'm trying to get some guests on for a couple of seconds. Just give me a chance. We got EP in the house. I see you, EP. All right, Naja, I gave you an invite. Healing through inspiration. I gave you an invite. Okay, Naja, if you would come on, I gave you an invite. And I'm still waiting for Chief Real Rap. For those who just coming in, EP, what's up? EP in the house. We got EJ in the house. Salute to you guys, Halito. Trying to wait. I'm waiting on these people to come on the panel. I don't understand why I don't see Chief Real Rap, but I see him in the backspace. So I guess he had to back himself back out. I guess he'll try to get back in. So we've been having some technical difficulties, but we trying to figure out. My brother Chief Real Rap had some issues, dealing with this law, and he's got a lot to say. Which what went on. He talked about it on his Instagram, the injustice that's going on out there. So I'm trying to get the brother on. He has a lot that he has to say. So I hope you guys will tune in to Chief Real Rap. He's gonna really open up about what happened to him out of town in Tennessee, and the things that we need to do to help him. We got to pray for him. Not only pray for him, we're gonna try to help him out. If anybody out there know, or if you know any civil rights lawyers, we need civil rights lawyers. But he's gonna battle through this. But he's gonna tell you the real. I'm waiting on Real Rap. You know what I'm saying? Free Chief Real Rap. He's going through some stuff right now with the law, and he's gonna tell you how they try to mess over him through the system. I'm still waiting for healing through inspiration. I sent you an invite through your Instagram. Naja, I did send you an invite through your Instagram. For those, I just send y'all invites through your Instagram because my I am doing this through my truck. So by me doing it through my truck, I'm not doing it through a land based computer. Okay, so I'm doing this through my truck. So those, I'm waiting on them. Okay, we got Chief Real Rap. I don't see your mic, my brother. We gonna have to do that all over again. It's like you don't have a mic. Where you at, Chief Healing? How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on, Chris Tucker?
That brother stay calling that. All right. What's up, everybody? Big up everybody in the chat. You heard me? We good. We great. Positive energy to everybody. I know everybody going through a lot of things, man. Let's keep pushing to it. We ain't gonna give up. Hey, man, I swear to God. Hey, what's that? We up in church in here. We got this brother Peanut over here dropping that hot sizzling fire. God dang it. Hey,
No,
but
I'm
hey,
not. I'm not as energetic as I normally be. That's why y'all don't hear me out there hollering and screaming. But because I'm at the end of my peak today. I just stopped driving, so I'm all when you're at the end of your day, you're pretty much tired when you're a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? But we have some real issues out here. The chief Real Rap has gone through some issues with the law, and he want to share it with us. And I'm just, StreamYard is just not acting right tonight. It's just not acting right. So it's taking some of you guys a hell of a lot of time to get on the panel. But it is what it is. We're gonna make do. You know what I'm saying? But what I was talking about is, and I'm glad you on here, so we'll be able to talk about it until he get himself straight. But what I wanted to talk about was this Black History Month, that they give us a short month of February to talk about our history. Okay, they give us so what do you think about them giving? And then if you look at some of the people that they praise, you notice that they praise the people that I feel was the we should overcome type of people. They're not the one. They don't praise so
Yeah.
much of Malcolm X. You don't see them talk about Malcolm X in much, but they talk about Martin Luther King. Every time they talk about something, it's always Martin Luther King,
Yep.
Harriet Tubman, or they'll
Yep.
talk about Rosa Parks. Which I'm
I,
not. I'm not saying these people did not pay a
no,
price. Okay.
no,
So
you
what you think about that?
absolutely right. No, because the thing is, we have to be able to question our quote unquote leader, because these are people that are assigned and that are aligned, that are given to you, man. Because if Martin Luther King Jr., he's not what y'all thought. He's not what y'all thought. He's really given to. He was an agent. He was an agent. You know what? Like that was the worst thing that ever happened to us. This is part of the reason why we're in the situation that we're in right now, because we don't have any economic backing. So we gave up all of our businesses, all our productive businesses, American Wall Streets, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, we had a lot of different places. We gave that all up to be aligned and be aligned and merge with pale face businesses and foreigner businesses. We used to have the best businesses ever. Like you could literally, I read so many books and I did a lot of research on that, is that we had the best restaurants, the best food. The pale people would even come over here to eat and dine because they knew that, oh, you're going to get the best service is when you come to us. But yet we don't even have that today. We don't even have that as much. We had our own busing services, our own cabs, our own cab companies, but now we got that turned over to go work for them. What sense does it make when you send your youth to go get hired by the people that hate you?
Yeah, I don't even understand that. Even when you talk about Wall Street, Black Wall Street, even the Black Wall Street in Chicago, New York, all the big Wall Streets that they had, they don't talk about the Wall Streets, and they just start talking about Tulsa. They just start talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they was trying to hide of what they was doing to the people in Tulsa, Oklahoma for so many years. When they dropped bombs on the people that was picking themselves up by the bootstrap. I mean, they dropped
Right.
bombs on these people who were working hard for themselves, who did not have to rely on the paleface.
Yup.
Every time we try to build something, they try to destroy it. They're
Right.
always going to try to slow the progress of our people.
Right.
They're very good at slowing the progress of our people. We never was a people that was dependent on people. Welfare was not our thing. Welfare was not for melanated people.
Right. It was for the pale
It was
face.
never designed for melanated people.
It was for the pale face because they they're lazy and they can't keep up and they bums. Like they really are. They really are. That's why they stole, and that's why they designed it for them, because the pale face, they needed things. Well, they needed things. They wanted this and they said here. So they just gave it to them, to their lazy asses. You know what I'm saying? And then even President Lyndon B. Johnson, he even had said that in order to keep the so-called whites feeling good about themselves, you got to make them feel like they're getting something better than the blacks. And that's just the same cycle. That's just the same cycle what you see today. As long as they not last, as long
Well,
as they not last. Go
well,
ahead,
I
bro.
want to not to cut you off, but I want to sit here and talk. Get back to Chief Real Rap, and we did. It was no secret. Chief Real Rap went on Instagram and a lot of people are very confused of what went on with your brother. For those who don't know you, they were probably confused on what you were talking about. So I want to give this time to you, and you are a product, and I want to tell you, you are an inspiration to a lot of us because you. I like to say some of us are meant to set the stage and for war when it comes down to to civil rights, the civil rights of today. and you are battering right now
You see, he dropped
for
out.
your own justice. So did he drop out?
Yeah, he actually typed in a message in the chat. In
Okay.
he said that it's he can't hear his stuff is tripping still, but I assume that the brother's gonna rejoin.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get him to rejoin. I don't. This is one of them nights. I wish I could. He tried this before, and I don't know if they messing with him. Messing with him and trying to stop him for what he's trying to speak because, like I said, they got his phone. The feds got his phone and he's dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Pray, I
Mm.
want y'all to pray for our brother because our brother needs us and we got to support him. He's going to need us more than ever. Okay. Because, but I would want him to tell his story. I want him to be able to tell his own story. I don't like to talk and tell a story for my brothers. T Tribe, how you doing, T Tribe? Peace and blessings to T Tribe.
You want me to try to
So
post the
back,
link in the chat?
huh?
You want me to try to post the link in the chat, brother?
Yeah, you can post a link in the chat if you
Okay.
can.
Okay, let me go to your.
Okay, we're gonna he's gonna post a link in the chat and to see if and look, we might as well open the panel up and I'm gonna push. I'm gonna hurry up and press this right here so you guys can know. We're gonna open the panel up and for anybody to come out and talk. So we're gonna look, Chief Real Rep. He's gonna go in and try to put it in the chat. Try to put it in the chat so where you could try to come in through the chat. Let's see if we could do it through the chat. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Healing's right here.
So Healings, do you got to back out to go into the chat?
No, I'm on my computer, dude. I can just pull up a tab.
Okay, so he's gonna try to pull it up or pull up the tab. But as I was talking about, you know, I'm listening. I've been watching a lot of people channels, and they've been celebrating Black History Month, and I've been seeing a lot of people who've been talking so much about Black History Month, and stuff like that. But I just feel a certain way because they give us a month, and
Yep.
I don't I think we need to get sick and tired of them giving us something. I think we
Man,
need to
say
get
that.
sick and tired of the pale face just giving us something. And we feel good because they gave us one of the shortest months out the year. That they're giving us one of the shortest month out the year to say that we should be appreciated in our own land. I think we ought to feel very, very insulted because our story is bigger than 1 month.
In the
Our
shortest month
story,
out of the year.
this is the reason why we talk about aborigine right now. This is why we talk about this stuff. For those who are in the chat, if you would love to come on to the panel, Healing through Inspiration, I already dropped the link. So anybody's welcome. So come check it out. I got a young panel up
It's the
here
shortest
tonight.
month of the year.
Yeah, and they give us, and then the strangest thing is they want you to feel good about these these Black History stories. They're gonna play Roots all through the month. They're gonna talk about Harriet Tubman all through the month. They give you the stuff that they want you to get. They pat
Yes.
you on the head. Yeah, they pat you on the head. T Tribes, what you think about this, Naja?
It's basically like David Banner said. It's basically
He's an agent.
black, quote unquote, Black History Month. Really ain't nothing but a ethical slap to the face about us as the original people. That's all, quote unquote, Black History Month is. Only the real definition when I look at it, when it comes down to Black, quote unquote, Black History Month is really African History Month because all they show you is the little African stuff. That's all they show you. Then a little slavery, roots, Uncle Tom, and all that stuff. I'm like,
Right.
Boy,
really,
he said a
really.
mouthful. He said African Slavery Month. Whoa, like I tell you, I gotta use that because that's all this is.
Yes.
African Slavery Month. Because that's
Right.
all they talk about is slavery.
And you know,
Go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say the brother is right. Because it's African slavery. You know what? The word African comes from Africanus. Go look up a picture of Africanus. Africanus is a pale male. Europe is in Africa. It's connected. Go look at it on the map. It's
Tony.
It's their month. This is why they designed it. They're giving it to you. So they're saying Black History Month is Pale History Month. This is why they decided, oh, here you go. You can have February, the shortest month out of the year, in order to celebrate your culture. And this is too, also with this being said, look in alignment too, as far as these people that are so big and celebrating this Black History Month. Oh, we's a black. Oh, we's a black. Motherfucker, you are not black. You're not. You're brown. Stop that. Stop
Another
that.
shade of brown.
Stop.
Another shade of brown.
There's
no such thing as black. There's no such thing as white. These people, they got us so they got everybody so brainwashed, and I have told people for many years. I said, when you start digging deep into real history, you'll find out the history that they telling you to believe in is not your history. This is not your that stuff, that Kunta Kinte shit is not your history.
They're telling you what it is.
Shaka Zulu stuff, that ain't your history. Shaka, that ain't your history.
Right. And his story is his story. He wrote the story. It's not your story.
We sitting up here, we letting these, they spreading it into our young folks, got them believing that they were all packed on one big old ship, and they were all sweating and shitting and pissing on themselves. I don't understand it.
I don't get it either.
I don't
get it.
And you know what, too? To tell you the truth, it's the reason why is because the blacks allow it. You parents, why do you parents allow the people that held you captive in your own land allow them to teach your offspring?
I don't get it. You got they teaching your supposedly history. Your oppressor is teaching your history. Do that make sense?
And you know what, too? With that sentence, you are being oppressed by a choice, because oppression is a choice. It is a state of mind. If you choose to be oppressed, then you are being oppressed. Oh, you're right. You're more supreme than me. You're like, it's kind of like these people, like this fictitious phrase that they've been hooked on for decades. I think it's been over probably for centuries. It's white supremacy. White supremacy. What? How are you going to say that they're supreme? Please, how is anything that is recessive supreme? It is. How is that plausible? But yet you allow it's so supreme. So now they got this thing. Oh yeah, because I tell you what, when these pale faces see me, they walk, and they cross the street when they see me. The dude was in a wheelchair, rolled his ass on the other side of the road. I caught it on film, put it on YouTube too, on my channel. And he went on the other side of the street, and they give me a lot of space or whatever. So I don't know what this supreme stuff is. These individuals, they know who was who, and they know what's up. I mean, the sun burns the skin, and they're fleshy as hell. They need a gold membership supply of sunscreen lotion in order to go outside. I mean, come on now, like
I pulled up on Instagram, and it was showing how the students was feeling about black students going to school with the white students, and they were talking about, well, in the one of the ladies said that I think it's a bad idea for us to learn in the same environment with them because we are so superior than niggers. That we are so superior than niggas. That's the thinking. That's the thinking that they grandmothers, that they grandfathers, and generations and generations of polluting their young to believe that they are more superior than us.
When they're not.
I'm not surprised.
You got some Caucasian people that actually know we is superior to them. You got some majority.
They all do. They wouldn't have this divine. I'm sorry, not divine. They wouldn't have this devastating hatred that they have for you. If you're so supreme, why the frick you come to my land? Like real talk. Say that to a pale face, man. Like, why the frick are you here? No. Where the frick are you? No, I'm a Native American. No. Where the frick are you here? No, you're European. Why the frick are you here? Why did you come to my land? And you know what, too? You Americans got to start saying you're American. This, if you are of the American continent, and this is America, you are the American. And those that don't resemble you are not the American. And this is why I say the original inhabitants of you Americans, you better say this phrase to pale people. Say this to all foreigners. Say, I'm an original inhabitant. And see how they react. And see what happens. See what happens. See what they say next. See the look on their face. See what happens. Because it's dead silence. Dead silence. They're never going to tell you that, oh, you're not an original inhabitant. And if you don't claim this stuff, nobody's going to sit there.
And you just said that, Healing. People got to understand that you got to claim it. If you don't claim it, you can't go around. And expecting somebody to respect you on your words without you claiming it. We out here, you out here hollering at you, African American. You going around here and you expect them to take you serious?
Yeah, if you African, like take your African ass on. Get the frick on.
Be who you are. If you African, be African. Wilmo Reed in the house. Wilmo Reed.
And you know what comes with claiming it? Claiming it. You got to look at this. I'll give you an example. When the so-called Jews, whether they stole the culture or not, guess what they do? They claim it because they wear that kippah on their head. You know,
they claim it.
Right. They claim it. Same way with these Muslims. They wear the kufi on their head. You know, they wear the garb. They same with the wear the hijab. You know, same way with the Hindustani. You know, they wear the turban on their head. And in the same way with the Sikh, they wear the turban and they wear the dagger. You know, the metal dagger that they have at their side. You know, this is parts of things of their culture that they claim it. So when it comes to you, what is it that you do to claim? What are you, an African American? What is your culture? Sagging pants, weaves and wigs, stiletto? What is it? What is it? Because I'm gonna tell you what, I'm an American, and with my ancestors, there's too much documentation of us that have feathers in our hair. It's not just for decoration; it is very symbolic, and it is very in tune as far as with us in our culture. So that's what I wear.
Mama Red in the house.
So when you claim your culture, you gotta claim it. Wear your garb, wear your culture.
You got to claim, and I get so sick and tired. You know, we've been talking about this for a very long time, and I have tell people, I said, how many times we gonna tell you that when you hear me say so-called African Americans, I'm telling you that means that some of you might be African, some of your ass might be African. Okay, because you got the mind frame of an African. Some of you guys, there's only 98% of us already been here. So that means some of you guys are Africans because you got the mindset of Africans.
But 2% of actual Africans will shoot here.
That's right.
Hey,
2% will only shoot here.
But and still you be breeding out. But here's the thing though, like here's the deal. Like if y'all say y'all Africans, man, y'all gotta say this. What part of Africa are y'all from? Who are you related to by blood that is from Africa? What part? What country? And if you say you from Africa, you gotta know every nook and cranny. I that's what the sister what's her name was saying, you know, Chiefess, something. Shout out to her. But she said you got to know every nook and cranny.
That's Empress Hober. We got my brother. We got brother Chief Real Rap. We've been trying to get him to get his word across. We all gonna mute up and give Chief Real Rap the floor.
Big ups, brother.
Chief Real Rap. I don't think he having mic problems. Let me see. He must be having mic. Can you what he said? Can you hear, brother? Brother Rap? Oh, you telling him that? Okay.
I'm talking to him because I know he had previously. He said I can't. What? That's
He can't hear us.
yeah. That's what he just wrote back.
Tell him could he get see if he can call
Oh
tell he
wait,
can
wait,
call
wait,
50 ask him to call 504 brother
man. I'm about to go
and
on.
see if
Okay, I'm about to go on Instagram live and no, not Instagram DM and call him and then have him talk to here.
oh yeah, get him to talk through your shit. All right, we gonna he's gonna call you real rap and he's gonna call you through Instagram. All right, Najee. So let's get back to Najee, what we were talking about, brother.
I'm saying the quote unquote Black History Month, the two things that really just make you laugh, the two of many that really make you laugh, showing you about, they got the nerve to show you about slave boats, and Christopher Columbus discovering America. Let me start with the second worst of the two, slave ships. How come is it you can find slave ships in Africa, but those same slave ships you can't find them here? No evidence, no full print, no history of it being taught anywhere here in any school in America. They basically just lied. They basically lied and said they basically just snitched themselves out and left a whole half of the piece of the puzzle on their own history and snitched themselves out and basically said, hey, wake up. You're not African Americans. You're really American Indians and you don't even know it, you morons.
Hey, wait, hey, can y'all hear this? Go ahead, talk, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Check. How does that sound?
Tell him to try. You can speak up a little louder. Could you hear him, Najee?
I can.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, brother. Just speak up just a little loud so your audience can hear you.
Yeah, they said they can hear you, but just speak up a little bit louder so the audience can hear you because you're speaking through a speaker through another speaker.
All right, let me turn my Bluetooth on. All right, what about now?
He said, what about now, y'all?
I can hear him. Could you hear him, Najee?
I can hear him.
Anybody in the chat, could y'all hear Chief Real Rap? All right, go ahead, Chief.
All right, look, peace to the relatives. Look, I appreciate healing, thinking on the feet, man. I appreciate it. Whenever I get home, I'm gonna go fix my phone. It's been doing this for weeks. That's why I haven't been going live. My computer and my phone, StreamYard is messed up. I think somebody did this to my because everything else works. Like it's not allowing my like my mic or my camera. So a lot of times I can't hear y'all. But anyway, look, peace to the relatives, man. Like I said, we're gonna get it right. Just work with me. Yeah, man, we had a experience last Thursday, man. I can't get into the case on the internet, you know what I'm saying? Because it's an open platform, but my rights were violated. You know what I'm saying? My constitutional rights were violated. I was pulled over with no probable cause, no just probable cause, and it was just an extreme act of prejudice as far as my rights are concerned, and there was no jurisdiction in play for the state that I was in. Long story short, I was in my automobile. I wasn't in my big truck. All right, I was in my automobile. A lot of people thought I was in my big truck, but long story short, I got arrested unjustly, and I spent a week in jail after I was kidnapped by the 18th Judicial Drug Task Force. They were conducting what they call an indictment, criminal indictment, similar to indictment, but I can't get into too much of the details openly on this platform, but just know, man, Real Rap's got all his ducks lined up in order. I'm talking to multiple people, man. Salute to everybody that's reaching out, offering legal support, legal help, you know what I'm saying? But most importantly, salute to my dad, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute Robert Thomas, man. If it wasn't for my dad, I'd still be locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just how it was, man. Basically, with the the situation that happened, man, these people are out here to not only disrespect your human right to protect yourself, which we know is the Second Amendment, to be able to carry and bear arms. They're not only disrespecting that your right to life, but they're literally out here ruining people's lives behind money. You know what I'm saying? Behind monetary notes, because these cities, these towns are broke. These cities and towns are broke, and a lot of times, when you get pulled over, you really have to take your time, man, and do not comply, as much as possible, man, because a lot of times what they'll do is the policy enforcers, that's what they're known as, aka race soldiers, they're known to bend the law, break the law, lie on the law. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're known for. They get taught this in precincts across the country. I was just in jail last night, and it was shift change, and there were two lieutenants teaching their younger employees how to discriminate and violate people's rights as far as they were talking about corona testing. There was a lot of inmates in the jail I was in that was refusing the testing, not just the vaccine, the testing, where you take the long Q-tip, put it in your nose, and then they go on from there. A lot of them were denying it. So basically, I overheard while I was in the holding cell, the two lieutenants talk about don't give them an option to deny. Either give them the test or basically lock them up. You know what I'm saying? Put them in confinement. Because even in jail, they tell you have no rights, but you still have rights. But you're only going to know this if you know and study the law. We have to get out of this emotional aspect. Look, if niggas don't want to believe who they are, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? They have the right to live their life. Let them live. We need to stop persecuting these people and talking shit. Need my information, man. I hate and I denounce the term black. Hold on, let me get this out. I denounce the term black. I do. But we got to meet our people on a common level, man, and build them up, bro. It's enough talking down. It's enough of this condescending shit. Now, if you're dealing with a just ignorant Negro, let them have it. But some people, you got to remember, man, has never heard this information. So to talk stupid to them and talk to them like they have no common sense, I'm going to get back to my other point, but to talk to them like they have no common sense, you know what I'm saying, you're going to push them away, and they're going to further into their indoctrination, when they could have been interested in this information and the truth of knowing who they are. I wanted to get that out because a few brothers told me, I needed to ease up on my tactic of how I disseminate the information. Because a lot of times you get frustrated because you know this shit. You study this shit. This is knowledge that you know that you live. And it's frustrating because we don't have time to be holding hands, but at the same time, I don't give a fuck. If I gotta say you a black Indian and then correct them down the line, so be it. I heard what Peanut said about the term kid. That's true. A kid is a baby goat. Little things like that you can correct. Like the terms of nobility he was touching on earlier. We shouldn't be calling each other kings and queens, man, because these people that call themselves kings and queens are the ones that came here to fuck over our assholes.
That's right.
And the reason why you're in the condition that you're in. So you need to let go of the terms of nobility. If you know what I'm saying, you need to let that go. Not if you can, you can. There is no try, there is no if. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? On certain things, I can have slack on. Like for instance, if I'm on an introductory level, trying to bring people into knowledge. Like I said, if I gotta call them a black Indian for them to be able to reciprocate what I'm saying, fuck you. I'm by any means at this point. Now back to rights being violated. Rights are being violated because we take too much time worrying about this emotional bullshit that has nothing to do with nothing. We need to let go of the emotional aspect. Hey, we were prisoners of war. Yes, our ancestors betrayed their other ancestors. Yes, some of our ancestors switched up to help that white Slav, Slav, Slav. Yes, not Slav, Slav. Yes, get over it. What you gonna do with this knowledge now, man? I have no choice but to dig and bury my head into these books, into this law knowledge, because my life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? Off of these damn pale faces, because these pale faces decided to pick me up out of a lineup while I was driving on I-65 with no probable cause, without getting into the details, man. Absolute no probable cause. So you have to protect yourself at all times, like it's boxing, myself included. And you do not have to comply with their bullshit demands, because a lot of times they say and do things to trip you up. What do they say? Anything you do and say will and can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's facts. They'll even add some shit that you didn't say to help the narrative of their case. So yes, man, if you want to get with me, you know what I'm saying, on some building, you know, I got a lot of options, but just know, let me put it like this: the currency that I had can be backed up with paper trail. The firearm that I had, the right to bear my firearm, can be backed up with paperwork and a paper trail. I had no arrest record. I was not a felon. You know what I'm saying? I had no MO or no history of being a alleged drug dealer. All right. So, thing is this, and my last point, I'll give it to the panel. We either gonna build or we're gonna bullshit. You know what I'm saying? As so-called black people, we either gonna build or we're gonna bullshit. We too late in the motherfucking day to be worrying about petty shit. Like for me, I have no interest in nothing but law. I don't care about history and outside of history dealing with law. All that ancient history shit, that's cool. But it does and serves no purpose with my life being on the line. Alright? So learn from me. Use me as an example. Get wisdom from me. So that you don't have to go through this shit unnecessarily. You have to learn the law, and we have to come together and have law classes behind the scenes, man. Each state, you need to know what you can and can't do, what you can and can't carry, and how much of an amount you can have legally through each state. But just know, no state can trump jurisdiction over another. This is not a fucking world government. Each state has bylaws, statutes that they have to go by. So one state's jurisdiction doesn't trump another.
Well, anybody got any questions on the panel for Chief Real Rap in his situation? Would he want to? Any questions you got, Najia, to Chief Real Rap?
I don't know what to say. That's just shocking. One thing I will say though is this: like when they say you have freaking rights, you got to think about it. Even if they own, in reality, when you think about it, George Carlin said it best: we don't have rights. They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman and stuff like that. We don't have rights. We have privileges. You know what I'm saying? Civil-based stipulations. That's all. Rights don't exist. They're a cute idea, but they're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. Think about it. And it goes back to history. Every single country has a certain amount of rights. We have 10 rights, and the list is getting shorter and shorter. We already know that. The UK has 13. Germany has 25. Belgium has 29. And Sweden has 6. The rest of the other countries don't have quote unquote rights. What kind of freaking rights giving deal is that? You gotta think about it. If you look up, if you want to know the real freaking definition of right about quote unquote rights, look up Japanese internment camps 1942 when President Harry Truman was president at that time in the 40s era. And you'll know about quote unquote freaking rights. They're not rights, they privileges, civil based stipulations. That's all they is.
Shout out to Chief Sun Owl. She's been talking about this for a very long time, and that's why with these when we talk about the court systems and the entertaining corporations, and she said we are still entertaining a corporation. The courts and the judges is a bank, and the bankers we have to learn how to be a private nation. Okay, a private national. Okay,
Man,
so what nation? I think that's what I can't even see the last part. But I
analogy.
want yeah, I want people to understand that the reality of the matter is we got to beat these people through paperwork. We got to beat these people through paperwork and documents. It's one thing to claim who you are and say that's who you are. Yeah, we can claim it, but we still got to do the paperwork too. We can sit there and like I said, we a lot of us going around still saying wanting to be down with everything that goes down. Don't be accepting nothing that somebody. I don't give a damn if they giving you money to say that you African. If you selling your soul to be African, you selling yourself off this land. You're
Right.
selling yourself off this land without even knowing it.
Boom.
We got to do better, folks. We don't realize we're giving up our namesake into this land. You don't go from being called color, which is copper color, Negro, multiple names, black, African American, all kinds of names because they are trying to confuse your brain. They are trying to confuse you as an individual in this land because you are the original. Mongoloids, these people that come from Siberian Asia, these people are migrated. They were brought here. They replaced us. Now we all know it. We know the facts about it. We got to get it right, y'all. And the things that Chief was talking about, it could happen to you. What happened to him can happen to you. And if you don't understand the realization of life, just like he said, learn from him and the steps that he's going through. And he's going to teach us how to get over it. Everybody got testimonies in their life. Everybody got something that they've been through. And if you can't learn off of somebody else's trouble, then you're not capable of learning anything. There's a healing inspiration in the house. Or is it who's in there? Is it Chief Real Rap or healing inspiration? Which one in the middle?
Yeah, I'm here. I just wanted to say this. You know what? Real talk, like you know what? If we gonna talk about us being American, cause we gotta talk about us being American, then that's separating and realizing that you are one. You are one. Like you are one as far as knowing that. And look at the definition of American in the 1828 First Webster's Dictionary. I mean, we had even put on the T-shirt for a lot of these black people in order to comprehend that. You dig what I'm saying? That's the copper color race as pertaining to the original inhabitants. And with that being said, that you got to realize that you are one. I don't think a lot of people are necessarily comfortable with realizing that in the aspect as far as they like to paint America, one is just the United States, and two, and they like to just paint it as, oh, the big melting pot. Well, yet every day in Germany, the Germans look like the Germans, the Russians look like the Russians, the North Koreans look like the North Koreans. You know what I'm saying? And the Asians look like the Asians. But then yet when it comes over here in America, you know, it's the big melting pot. They want to mix and mash you. and that to keep you. When they do that, they're keeping you separated. They're keeping you divided. And this is kind of like with the inference, as far as it's a fist. They separate the fist, the fingers are far from the fist to make you less powerful. So you have to really come together and come with those that are righteous and the right ways together. Because do know there's a lot of foreigner entities that are here and they take place. Because anytime you can go in time previously in the past, when there's a foreigner that comes here and they put their foreigner ideologies, you get blacks who adopt it, and begin to act as though it's a foreigner ideology and try to promote these different religions and different cultures that aren't them. The American is everything that is American. Anything other than that is not American. It is not the culture. It is an act of cultural appropriation. And as far as what our brother, real rap brother, it's very, it's very even challenging myself to even hear that and then know that you went through that and just to know that you're being kidnapped in your own land. These thugs, as far as them doing that, it honestly ticks me off and it's getting me very, very, very displeased. But the thing is, I want to say that we gotta separate. We have to get literally separate because we know now. I guess if we know these people are thugs and they're doing this, we have to get into the point of movement and separating. So if they want to sit there and do that, the way you kill the beast is you starve it. You can't eat us. We're not gonna be in your vicinity in order for us to eat, for you to eat us, you to consume us.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it no better than what you just said. I think that we would, all that turning the other cheek and we should overcome shit and all that holding hands, kumbaya, and that shit is out the door now. That is out the
Trash.
door. Even Martin Luther King in his last days said that he felt he led his people to be slaughtered.
Yep.
The
Say that.
real Martin Luther King did not speak as a man that was trying to bring people together in his last days. A lot of people see him as they don't tell the real truth about Martin Luther King. They tell you the kumbaya. They tell you all that, but they don't tell you the truth about Martin Luther King.
Mm-hmm.
And it's time to divide. It is. Because we tried our best to be together with these people. We tried to make amends with them, but our people is the ones that's dying. Our people is steady dying every single day. Not their people. It's our people. And I don't
And you know
understand
what? That's part of.
when do you expect us to win? Go ahead.
Okay, appreciate that. And I was gonna say the division. If they want to talk about division, they're like, "Oh, you're just trying to divide." Okay, but the thing is, how you gonna say it's division when there's already division when you stepped onto our land? Goes back to what I was saying previously. American
Black Indian.
has to do with the American. That's exactly what it has to do with. And another thing too is what Martin Luther King Jr. You know what too? They like to bring him up. They love for you to be an open target so that they can simply attack. That's what they love. That's what they love as well too. And as far as too that bus boycott he did, I mean, can you imagine? That must have been the time of their life for the pale terrorists. Because think about it, they were on a bus, they were going on tour in different cities, getting their ass beat. They were throwing bricks at them. These homies were throwing bricks, sicking dogs at them, beating them up at diners. They got life-threatening injuries because of that. And guess what? And they thought that this man is supposed to be a hero. You holding hands to get your ass beat? Motherfucker, this is why I say return back to the ancestors in the righteous way, the correct way, because the reason why we're in the predicament we are, because our ancestors did not do the correct things. So when I say to go back to Americans, we were fighting back. The reason why they took us away from nature in the forest is because, well, our skin is the same color as the soil, so we're using a lot of what they call guerrilla war tactics and whatnot, and we're fighting them. You hear me what I'm saying now? So if you got that, If you got that into play too, and you look at a lot of documentation, we were setting things on fire. Like you ain't about to get rich on our continent while we starving. We gonna burn that motherfucker down, burn that gas station down. F that. Okay, you got insurance, you better use it. Use your life insurance too, because you ain't gonna play and you ain't gonna disrespect us. You hear me? So I don't know what the frick y'all talking about. If y'all so violent, y'all so big, bad, and tough, why don't you go slide on them? Y'all love to do something to an original inhabitant. Oh yeah, you gonna do this? You gonna kill a nigga, rob a nigga, stab a nigga, shoot a nigga, pull a bitch tracks out. We all that. We with all the sticks. But guess what? You doing that to your motherfucking own. Y'all say y'all running the block, but guess what? The motherfucker born to come on the block. He's selling y'all stale ass Cheetos, and y'all going there to line up to go get some.
That's,
For
you
real,
know,
everything in
that's
that
real. That's
motherfucker is
real.
stand.
That's real.
Yeah,
Because the
they
fact
give you
is,
stairs.
we always get the immigrants in our community. We get the Chinese, the Vietnamese, the Japanese. We get them, the Vietnamese. They all in out making money off of us. We get Arabs, the sand dusty people. All these people are in our neighborhoods. They're not in their neighborhood. And we just don't understand that we are, and we support everybody but us. We
Exactly.
support
And you know what that is?
everybody but us, making them rich.
That's hatred, because you don't want to see your brother get rich. You don't want to see your sister get rich, even if you don't even know them and not the wrong ones. But you'd rather go see that pale foreigner get rich. You'll make him get rich. Real talk, this whole voting, because a lot of y'all are so lost with this presidential stuff. Your presidents are selected, not elected.
Right.
They already chose it. It's a script in the place. Your real voting, but you can do change at a local level. But what I'm saying, as far as with that, the real voting is voting with your dollars. You vote every single day, every time you pull out your wallet. You're putting that's who your money is. You're investing in. Who are you investing in? You investing in this foreign to keep selling y'all stale snacks, to keep y'all disrespecting it, because y'all be going to these stores, they don't even speak to y'all. They don't even speak to y'all. You want to invest in
But
McDevils?
but but
Well,
but back
invest
to
in
that meat. Back to that meat. You go into them little discount markets, and you can smell the meat. And you can smell that meat. It's all stinking and nasty. You can see all the flies all around in the store, and your ass going with your food stamp card, and you're bringing your ass in there with your children, and you're shopping, and you eating that pollution. You're putting these cancer cells inside of you, and these people are making dollars off of you, sending that money back to their land. Rotten meat. You can smell it as soon as you go into the damn store. You can smell it. And just like Sister, Chiefess, old son said, she said, what you got to do. If you're a meat eater, you get your own cattle, you get your own chickens. But if you're not, you grow your own vegetables. And what we don't understand is that these people are the second class citizens, and we allow these second class citizens to move in our areas. We got Mexican people who getting health care. They're not even legal in the land, and they're getting off of your tax dollars. You are last in everything, melanated people. Don't get mad at me for saying this. You ought to be damn tired of being last. Focus your mind on your people. Stop waiting for the pale face to give you. Stop waiting for him to say when he wants to give you. Yeah, I heard a brother in Alabama, a truck driver in Alabama, talking about the truck drivers should be the first ones in line to get the vaccinations. Oh, hell no. He don't speak for me. He don't speak for me. Sambo out there telling the damn national media we should be next in line to get vaccinated. Damn fool. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
You
It's
saw it,
funny.
Nazi. You saw it. I can't make this up. You saw the article. I
Yep.
mean, it's crazy. It's our own people. Our own people that's getting us caught in captivity. Have been doing it for years.
Exactly. That's why I say we already know how Caucasian folks are towards us. We already know what they feel towards us. Not
Right.
Caucasian people. There's a difference. There's people and there's folks. People care about you. Not people. Well, people do care about you to an extent, but folks don't. Caucasian folks, they don't. We already know what they feel. But at the end of the day, the number one champion of all people who really don't want to see, who literally don't even want to see us strive, because no matter what the situation, no matter what we strive in, personal life, in general life, it always, at the end of the day, the first people who always want to bring us down is our own. And it's so freaking stupid. And we be so freaking stupid to believe Caucasian folks, what they say about our own. We sit so freaking stupid and we stupidly allow it. And
Don't
it
worry,
makes no
Tony.
sense. Don't know.
Tony
Our
gonna
people
ask
don't want
me.
to think.
Tony gonna ask me if I'm signing some damn. Well, wait, Tony. I'm already got the paperwork. I gotta get Chief Son out to resend, but I'm not. I'm not taking no vaccination. They
Neither
gonna
am
have to
I.
lay my. I lose that. I'll be doing something else. Ain't nobody vaccinating the big chief. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. Ain't nobody vaccinating me. God damn it, ain't nobody vac. Let me tell you something. Is let somebody vaccinate you when you ain't sick. The hell they vaccinating you for? Because once you go, it takes years for vaccinations to be ready for you. Did you see how fast this thing got put together? You could be, I ain't nobody's guinea pig. I ain't nobody's guinea pig. I ain't never will be somebody's guinea pig. Now, I rarely ever go to the doctor. I don't even like going to the doctor.
Hence why I don't trust doctors. Last time I went to a
No.
hospital, last time I went, I was 16 years old. I had like a stomach problem. Next thing you know, I come out the hospital feeling even worse. I said,
Yeah,
never
get
again.
your damn herbs. Get them damn herbs. You know, nature. We are nature's people. We are nature people. We can heal our bodies on our own. We cannot keep on unless your ass having a heart attack where you need help from the hospital. Stay your ass away from the hospital. Do your
Unless it's
best
like
to
a
stay
heart
your ass
attack,
away from the hospital.
unless it's like a heart attack or a stroke.
Unless you got something you just can't control and you just need somebody to help your ass, stay your ass away from the hospital. No, what I'm saying is, Peanut, they want people to sign a waiver so don't have to be responsible if something happened to you. No, I haven't signed nothing. I haven't got our company have not provided any of these things or try to convince us to do none of that stuff. But until then, hell no.
Nope.
Hell to the no, no, no.
Not me.
It ain't gonna be no hell
I don't trust.
no. Hell
Um,
no. Hell
Hey,
no. Come on. Can I get a witness? Come on now, y'all. Ain't gonna be me.
I, hey now,
not me.
hell no.
And
No siree. No siree.
yeah.
No siree.
No, 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 no,
Nope.
no, no. No.
No vaccine. No
We're gonna do a we're
vaccine.
gonna no, we're gonna do a dedication for all these Negroes out here who still want to be African. Or this since I'm in a singing mood, we're gonna come on, y'all gonna be my background, y'all. Come on now, we're gonna do this
I'm
for
right there
all the
with you,
Negroes,
brother.
Let's
all
do some
you
little
buck
Kuda,
dancing,
since they want to
all
be
you buck dancing brothers out there who still
Kuda
want to be
Kintes.
African. We're
Kuda
gonna sing this song.
Kintes.
It's called "Oh My Lord, 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 Lord." Come on, y'all. Oh my Lord, 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 Lord. Come on now.
Hey,
Who,
Oh my
Come on now.
Lord,
who,
Lord,
who,
Lord.
they're gonna be up in there like humala,
I see what to do. Everybody stop the
humala.
devil. We got to stop the devil. We got to stop the
Give me some
devil. The
collard greens.
African man is
Yeah.
the devil.
African
You
booty
wait for
scratchers.
African. The Lord
Yeah.
gonna take it
The
down.
Lord said, that, yeah. Where Toby
They're gonna
at?
be
They trying to put the
they're gonna
black
be like,
gene in you.
Jesus
They
says, I'm
trying to
coming
get you
down.
sick.
No, hold on,
That's
no,
the
oh,
Lord.
Lord.
When the
Oh, hold on,
spirit
no.
spiritual, you see the spirit and things on his way. That's the devil coming from hell, putting the pants down the whole the Lord is waiting. It's got a black you put the fur on top of your hair. You're the only one with hair. You got the hair.
Look, I'm just saying to
You don't
y'all,
wear the wigs. You want to be
turn with
stank.
me to
You want to be
Revelations
Now,
stank. You
come
want
on
to eat
now.
everything.
10:19.
Let's get them ties,
You
y'all.
want to be.
They're gonna be like, I'm
They put the
just
Won't he
fur
saying
do
on.
to
it?
y'all,
Won't he do
turn with me to
Yeah,
Revelations
they need a microphone to fly because
10:19.
they stank.
it? I tell y'all got and hog head cheese, yeah, lime and beans, yeah. Come on now.
It's
With
gonna be
some
a
of them
whole
pork
bunch of
chops.
Kuta Kintes. It's gonna be a whole bunch of Kuta Kinte Sambos around America if they don't wake up. They're gonna be like, hola, 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 hola,
We gotta,
hola,
but you gotta think about it, my brother. You gotta think about it. That's been the distractions of melanated people for many years. Is they get us caught up in them Negro spirituals. They got us always singing to white Jesus. It's always white Jesus. I don't give. You ain't never even saw who
Right.
Jesus is, but you just assume that he white. You just went on. Now, the
Right.
worst thing I ever seen was people who sit up there and go to church. You got white Jesus on the doggone wall, and you got all the angels on the wall. They white too. Every last one of them damn people on the wall. Now what? Now you tell me why I ain't going to heaven too? Why I ain't gonna be no angel? Why
I
they got
walked
to be
by
the
a
angel?
Catholic church. I had walked
Why they
by a
get to be the
Catholic
angel, damn it?
church. I walked by a Catholic church in town. I
Robert
said,
Charles in the house.
whoa,
Robert
it's too much
Charles.
white here. I seen a Catholic church. I said, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a
I can
minute.
hear you.
They portraying God as white. I'm like, hold the phone. I'm sitting here looking at the sun. I'm like, whoa, God is right there. Of color.
Man,
Of color.
man.
Brown.
Then they gonna get us a Negro
I think
spirit.
Real Rap want to say
We had
something,
to go
y'all.
get us
I think
a
Real
national.
Rap want to say something.
What the hell
Got
do
us
I need a
singing like
national anthem
slaves.
for? They got us
Got
all
us
singing.
Can y'all hear?
singing like we
Yeah,
ain't, and
now,
knowing we ain't been slaves.
let's dedicate the
Ain't none of
national
us in
anthem.
this chat pick no freaking
Do y'all young people even know the national anthem? Do y'all even know the
Hey,
national
Real Rap
anthem?
want to say something, y'all.
cotton.
Can
I
y'all
don't
hear
even
Come
me?
on
sing
now.
it.
Hey, Real Rap want to say something.
Huh?
Go ahead, Real Rap. Real Rap want to say something.
A New Orleans nigga will take off on you, man. Got the fucking motor mouth, man. Goddamn. What I was gonna ask you is, what was we doing pre 2,000 years ago? Because this alleged Christianity bullshit is only 2,000 years old. So the world ain't the world millions of years old. So what the fuck was people doing pre 2,000 years ago? You know what I'm saying? Like, why all of a sudden this Christianity gets to trump everything? Like, what the fuck has Christianity? What word has
Well, they brought it
Christianity
from
put in? That's why
Africa.
I
They
asked.
brought it from Africa.
That's why
That's
I
where they
want to
brought
know.
it from.
How is there something? Hold up. How is there something about that name Jesus when the fucking name Jesus, like the letter J, was created in the fucking 1600s? How the fuck can there be something about that name Jesus when Revelations 19:12 tell you his name is not Jesus? No
That's right.
one knows the goddamn name. So look, it's like a daddy that didn't put his name on a birth certificate. Nobody knows. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go get Maury for this nigga Jesus.
That's right.
Where is this nigga daddy at? Nigga need a street tag. You know what I'm saying? Where is this nigga daddy at? I want to know how the fuck did Christianity get to Trump nature? Hey, pick that window up, man.
Yeah,
How
I
did
mean,
Christianity
because his original name was Yahshua. And the funny thing is that they don't even talk about Yahshua. Nobody even want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about, and I'm still trying to figure out, when you look at these churches, you go in these churches, that's why you know that they are white supremacists, even in religion. These white, you got to look at the founders of all these religions. When you're talking about the age, every last one of them religions that we talk about, Baptist, Catholic, non-denominational churches, all these churches, their founders were white, melanated people. Even Islam was founded by a white man. Even Islam, every last one of them were founded by white men. Now, it don't take no genius to see the supremacy of controlling of the minds. Every last one of them, including being a Muslim, all of these faiths, that including Christianity, were all created through white men. Every last one of them. And I can tell they got the year, the year, the time. When I get a chance, I will put it in my community section, and I will give you the names of every creator of these churches. Every last one of them. Now you got T.D. Jakes. You got T.D. Jakes. You got Osteen. All of these churches are making millions and billions. They got mega churches that are making money off of our people. And what are these people are getting back in return? Even Farrakhan had a Million Man March. What did the people get after the goddamn Million Man March? What all they did? What did you get from that? Boom. All you did was get a bunch of melanated brothers walking together, and what the hell did they get?
Burn calories.
Real Talk TV in the house.
All they got was some exercise. And if y'all talking about this,
mind control is the fool,
y'all talking about this Christian stuff too, man. The Swiss word for the word Christian is Cretan, and Cretan means stupid people. Y'all can look that up. Fact check that.
Wow. It's crazy.
They say it in the name. That's why these Christians are stupid. Turn the other cheek to get your ass beat, huh?
We been, Master still love you. He just beat you because he love you. Master beat your ass because you took that last turnip. Your ass stole that turnip out the kitchen. And I had to tell on you. I told you, don't be taking that last turnip. But see, this is the mindset.
Yeah.
And not all of our people were slaves. Not all of our people endured slavery.
And you know what? I'm going to say this, bro. The real slaves is them. Slaves is Slavic. Slavic, look up the etymology of the word slave. Slave is Slavic. Slavic pertains to European regions. This is them. Your ancestry is not in Europe, so you cannot be a slave. Get that out of your head, and please do due diligence and research these words. And when they say they slaves, guess what? They slaves. They came over here. So they talk about slaves. They talking about them. And the real African American is them. Africanus is a pale European. The Europeans came over here.
They are the real Africans. You are definitely correct.
And they're over here in America. So wouldn't that make them the African American? Because we have this continent we trying to apply to you that you have no bloodline relating to at all. So you cannot be that. And then they talking about them. And this is why they got a bunch of narratives that they're trying to paint, but they only talk about them. This black stuff. They talking about Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter was created by a pale male, George Soros. It is a so-called Jew. They talking about them. This is why I do too. When y'all think y'all act like y'all doing something, they giving all this money and donating and all this money. I gotta say, why haven't Black Lives Matter with this giving money in order to donate millions in order to build up these hoods? Where's the money going? Where's the money going? What, y'all just saying this? Y'all better know Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. What? How can he say that? Look, go look it up. There's been a lot of people that's been saying that Black Lives Matter. It is actually there. It is actually only for the woman and the child. Hold on. Don't that sound like the same thing they did with this government? They only give you housing if you kick the man out of their house. I personally, I don't think the woman should be accepting that, because that's a death sentence in itself, a death sentence in a cycle. That's the same thing that Black Lives Matter promote. And another thing too is they only promoting you and saving you if you end up dead. You know how many people that have been discriminated against, but they life don't matter because they didn't die. Like our brother right now, Chief Real Rap, he didn't die, but his life don't matter because he's not dead. Is that what they saying with Black Lives Matter?
Well, that's what I want to tell you.
So
that I get sick and tired of our people. We are a copying nation of people. God damn it! Stop following Paleface. Stop following these damn people. Trying to be like them. You want to be a king. You want to be a queen. You got to go learn about these people who call themselves kings and queens. Understand that these people were savages that they took from other people and gave back to the queen. The queen got rich from her savages, her going around stealing. They stole. African kings and queens, they were thieves. They stole from the poor. They took from the poor. That's what the kings and the queens were doing. You want to be a savage? You want to be a ruthless, a thief? Because that's what these terms are. Understand that you are a chiefess and a chief. I don't understand why everybody wants to be. Oh, come on, what's up, king? What's up, what's up, queen? And don't understand because you see the Queen of England,
right?
You see the yeah, she's a hoe.
She's a whore. All right, but Chief, this son I was talking about. She is a whore. So when y'all, and that's why this Black Queen thing, I mean, it's got some truthness to it. You know, there's an energy in words that's casting. So with that being said, you're gonna act as if as a whore in this pro-whore movement. It really a whore is somebody who can't keep their room clean, and there's some other things that are along wise associated with it. And also I gotta say that brother Real Rap, he said peace, he had to go. So I would say that.
Shout out to and we all praying for the Chief Real Rap. Thank you for coming on, Chief Real Rap. And I hope all is well. I know all is going to be well because you are a man of God. You are God, okay? So you will be able to overcome whatever that's being thrown at you. God is within you. Your bloodline is God. You are the Most High. God is his bloodline runs within you. You are the highest being of the Son. He lives through you. He lives through you, brother. So whatever you're going through, you will overcome. The spirits of the ancestors will overcome whatever these palefaces are trying to do you. Whatever they're trying to do you, it's not gonna last. We're gonna overcome whatever that is. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you like this, you guys, we gotta get better. We gotta get better as a nation of people. We gotta stop being a following nation of people. Come up with our own stuff. God damn it, they copied us enough. They copied.
That's why I don't even say black. I don't even say
time for us to be copying them.
I don't even say quote unquote Black Lives Matter no more. I say American Indian Lives Matter.
Yeah, in my head. And just like look, just like the brother Healing said, it's time for us to recognize ourselves as American. Nothing more. Yes, nothing less. American.
Yes, and that's the thing too. And when my brother Peanut was talking about, you know, they want to call you colored, and they strip it from copper, and strip it from copper. It's all these words are stripping apart because real talk, like I said, it still comes back to this continent. What continent is that? Everybody put in the chat right now. What is the name of this continent? You hear me? So we gonna say that if we're an American continent and you are of the land, you are American. And then you see the thing is they added the word American Indian afterwards. No, you got to realize that you're an American because this is the word that they want to claim. Oh, I'm American. Oh, I'm American. How are you American? You got European bloodline. You're a pale European. You're from other way from America. You got to
just
recognize
Caucasian.
that. Yo, start claiming it.
Well, y'all see
no, but wait. They
Go ahead.
even more. Because a brother had to tell me this. They are the pale Caucasian, because the real Caucasian is the Caucasus Mountains, and the Caucasus Mountains is the African. It's Africa. You know what I'm saying? They are the pale Caucasian.
Yeah, and another thing I want to tell you, Healing, is when of course this is Mardi Gras year, and I get my time to, you know, our Indians, they do a lot of massing around this year, but because of the COVID-19, a lot of the brothers can't group up like they normally do. But if you look at our brothers and sisters out there in Brazil, you see how they put on their costumes, and you see how they celebrate. Just look at the Mardi Gras Indians and see the difference. Them people have the same culture as our people here in America. A lot of people don't understand that South America, all the way up to North America, we have the same traditions. Okay, that's why you got everybody calling us a country. You are a continent. You are a continent. They stop allowing these people to limit us, limit our history. They've been limiting us too long. LJ Crump in the house. They've been limiting us. And we got to tell our own history, damn it. Stop listening to all these people, these pale face who've been telling us our history for so long. It's time for us to tell our own stories. So if we want to talk about Black History Month, because Black history does not exist. Melanated history exists. Melanated
You're talking about
history
African History Month.
So they're talking about African
Caucasian
History Month. Yeah, they're talking about Black History Month. That is African History Month. That don't have a damn thing to do with us.
Right. And Black
Marcus
don't
Garvey.
exist.
Why am I celebrating Marcus Garvey? Marcus Garvey is who? What is Marcus Garvey? Tell me, y'all, who is his lineage?
It's a Sambo Negroid that ain't even take his butt to Africa, but he talking about all this African and stuff. That motherfucker was over there talking about, we must go to Africa. They was sitting there laughing at his ass like, but we ain't no goddamn African boy. You get your ass a shot.
Y'all, they better stop playing. They better stop playing Real Talk TV. They better stop playing. Let them go back to Africa. Let them go.
Good. And
Let them go, because it's always these people on social media. I don't get it. The people that's on social media that's always telling you to go back to Africa, or tell you that it's nice to go. They're gonna love us. They're gonna give us land. What
talking about?
They're bucking your ass.
Caucasians be so funny, and Caucasians make me laugh.
Look, Sinetta and all them telling you to go, but I don't never see their ass in Africa.
And Caucasians make me laugh when they tell us, why don't you go back to Africa? How in the freaking world we gonna go back to some stuff we ain't never been in? Like we just gonna land in Africa, aka Cuban wine.
Africa is the structure, the most free for all continents of them all. They have no structure, no civilization. I had a brother tell me that these Africans be risking their life to make it over here to America. They rich it over here, the land of milk and honey. Real talk, bro. Because look, he told me that there was this American brother. He go by the name Yamasi Feathers Up, and he said that there was this little African boy. He said that because he's over there in Egypt handling business. And he said that there was this young African boy, and he said that he was gonna go over to America. And he said, "Okay, when's your plane?" He said, "Oh, I'm not getting a plane. I'm catching a boat." He tried to go through a boat through there. You know how many people go through there and they don't make it? So then he goes and catches the boat. He goes on the boat in order to get there, and he died. That little boy died in order to get here. But people rather risk their life in order to get to
America. Imagine them taking a sailboat. Imagine them taking a sailboat to Africa.
Imagine taking a sailboat to Africa and trying to get back to America.
Make it make sense.
Exactly.
Right.
That makes me laugh every time Caucasian people say, How about you go back to Africa? I'll be like, come on now. How about y'all go back to Africa? How about you go see an African? Watch how fast a whole African will tell them. They is not of our country. You better get them
And
straight back home. They are of their land where they was already born. Even Michael Blackson came out and said it. We not of no Africa.
LJ Crump, America was a part of Africa originally. If you look at if we go really back in Pangea and we see the connections of the land base, that is definitely true. All all lands were connected. All land were connected. It's a big puzzle.
Now, real talk. Okay,
yes,
listen,
that's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But they're trying to give you the narrative.
You don't even know if that happened. Like, look where we at now. Because if that was the place in Pangea and these countries and these landmasses started spreading apart, why are they spreading apart right now? Why wouldn't the world be getting bigger? How do they put a dome on it? So we got to be able to question every single thing that they put here, every single thing that they put in. Because a lot of people that said that Pangea wasn't real. Why is our genetics so far and distinctive from somebody that's supposed to be so close?
The reason why I got a feeling that it's real. The reason why.
Peanut, listen, because you know the difference between an American brother and an African male. You know the difference.
Yeah, you can see the bone structures. You can see the bone structures, the cheekbones.
Right.
You can.
So why is the genetics so far different from that is so close? Because you see me, I'm sorry, I look like somebody that could be in New Orleans.
Right. And that's a fact. That's a fact. And that's what I also told people that you got to remember the Australians. The Australians, a lot of the Aborigine Australians are very familiar to us. We have a lot of Australian Aborigine people that got into, see, you got to remember, slavery was told in reverse. A lot of our people were brought off to the islands. A lot of them islands, they didn't make it to Africa. A lot of them made it to the islands. A lot of them made it to islands. A lot of them made it over to a certain other land base. They were prisoners. We had people that were prisoners of war that were taken to Australia. So you have to understand, if you go look at it and you talk about St. Patrick's Day was made because of Australians. They're prisoners in Australia. Go do the history. You'll find out that there was the original leprechauns. The original leprechauns was the melanated Australians. But a lot of people don't tell you that. So you really, for those who celebrate Leprechaun Day, they were savages. These people were savages. They were impersonating Aborigine people out there in Australia. Okay, so it is what it is, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't Irish.
Right. And two earlier what the brother was saying about black doesn't exist. You got to look at this.
Yes, we definitely came from South America. We definitely came from South America, not Africa. We definitely came from South America. That is a fact. That is a fact. We were more close. We were more close to the sun. We kept moving up and up, but our original state was in South America. And some of the puzzles have stated, and that's why what I'm trying to say is a lot of stuff was told in reverse. A lot of our people were migrated, of course, we did a lot of trades. We were doing a lot of trades at that time. So we were explorers too. We didn't just stay in one land side. We went over and did trades. I don't want y'all to think that our people just stayed in America side and didn't go over there and explore and see other things.
Yeah, we were here.
We explored everywhere.
People. We made it everywhere. Yeah, we are the original Mexicans. We are definitely the original Mexicans.
Yes, we are. If we're gonna say we're in South America, we gotta say we're in North America. We gotta say in Central America because America is just so big, and it ain't just one place. Because two, if we're gonna say that we're gonna say that we have to stop doing like the necessary the separation as far as it just one part, because they love to separate people people, but they don't want to separate the animals that go with it and the plant life that comes with
That's
it.
right.
Because you
That's
got to
right.
see the plant life that grows around all through the same way. So we can't really all just say that South America. This is a big continent. This is the biggest
That's what I'm.
continent. This is why they
That's
want
what
to
I'm
shrink
trying
it
to tell
down
you.
and break
That's
it
what I'm
down to
trying
put
to
all
tell
these
you. But during the winter times, where a lot of our people didn't hang in the north in the winter time, so we would come down to the south side, then we would migrate back up north. So we were traveling people. We're not just a people that was in one area, my brother. We were a people that were
and guess
discoverers. We discovered multiple lands. We would travel over. That's why we got people in Australia. We were the original people of the world. We were the very first
right.
people of the world. Even over
American
And you
Africa,
know
Indian.
what?
we the oldest people
Back
in the
that up
world. We the oldest
to
people in the
further
world.
back that up. Said, look, you want to say how we have that? Because look at our style, look at our culture. Everybody wants to be an
Everybody
American. You
copies
know,
our culture. We don't copy their cultures.
right? You
They
know, there's
copy
an
us.
Australian. There's Australians that want to do rap and trying to do our dances like us. I don't know a single Australian thing, an Australian tune or whatnot, but yet they know ours and they trying to be like us. I had to look. I looked that up and saw that. I said, "Wow, look at that." And you know what, too? And I was gonna say this, but as well, black stuff not existing, you have to look at this FBI files when they release it to the public. When they got it blacked out, what does that mean? That means they're trying to get rid of something. They're trying to get rid of you. They're trying to blacken you out, bruise you, black, get rid of you. Doesn't exist, dead.
That's right. That's right.
We
But
know
I'm
that
about to
part.
close.
Black don't exist.
This was a deep live tonight. I got to get to sleep because, of course, I'm a truck driver. So, but I want to tell you guys, I really do. I want to tell you guys that you guys are a blessing to me. Every last one of you
Bless.
guys.
Listen,
Uh,
no be
uh,
less. No be
I,
less.
I,
Always.
No
I,
be
I am
less.
so. I want to tell you, all you guys,
No
and I want to tell
blessing.
you, we are a
Blessing
powerful,
means a blood sacrifice.
powerful. We're a powerful spiritual group of people. I want you guys to understand that. We are a powerful, special group of people. We are stronger together than apart. So we're not going to always be politically correct on everything that we state. We're not going to always agree on everything that we state. Some of us believe in Pangea. Some of us don't believe in Pangea. But we all believe that we Aborigine. Okay? So we can meet each other down the middle. It's easy to agree to disagree. Okay? So I wanna thank you guys for coming on the panel. I want to thank Chief Real Rap for coming on the panel. Thank you everybody, Real Talk TV, Chief this Sun Hour. Thank you for always. And I got uh, like I said, you are a powerful, powerful lady, and I'm thank you, Chief, this for all the inspiration that you give us all the time. You are very knowledgeable. I'm just glad that we have you all the time. And like I said, I just thank you, thank goodness for you, and thank you, Tony. Thank you, Black Telepack, Chief Prince, Miss L.J. Crump, Robert Jones, let me see. I just said Black Telepack, T Tribes. Let me see. I'm gonna keep going up, 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 up. Okay, we have Naja Welch, you on the panel, and we got thank you, Mr. Inspiration, Mr. Healing Inspiration. Thank you. Also, let me see who else came in. Okay, it's just about the same people. But thank you all, and even if you're in the bushes, please press a like to Peanut Nola 504. I want you guys to remember that this is a Aborigine perspective channel. This is not an African channel. This is not a Mexican channel, Puerto Rican channel. This is coming from a Aborigine perspective, okay? Our position is about us, our people, okay? So if you are offended and you don't know, you feel like we're not including you, I'm sorry. This is an Aborigine perspective, okay? Like I said, please like the video. Also, we try to get that thing up to 1K. Okay, that's always our goal. Remember, if you want to donate to the channel, Cash App, Peanut Nola 504, always helping the channel. And we had a great open panel tonight. I want to thank everybody. And until next time, I would love to have this panel back on. I'm gonna call you Healing, and I'm gonna call you Naja, and we're gonna make this thing happen again. I'm out of here.